Greetings people, it's Jared here, Wolfgang1, back to do another Transformers review. So, we are moving on from 6 weeks of absolute crap from the Throttlebots, and we're moving into something that's about a decade old now. Not quite as shit as the Throttlebots, although you'd be hard pressed to find things as shit as the Throttlebots, but something that kind of, I was hoping would be a little bit more than what it was. It was a good attempt for the time, but, you know, times change and everything like that. Anyway, let's crack straight on into this. My opinion is better than it was when I first got this toy. But we'll see. So we are moving on today with the review for Transformers Generations Thrilling 30 Orion Pax. Okay, so here's Orion Pax in his almost Cybertronian pickup truck. Weirdly enough, because of the overall styling and shape of it, it doesn't really scream Cybertronian truck to me. This kind of reminds me of does anyone remember those were they Chrysler PT Cruisers that came out in the early 2000s? Kind of reminds me a little bit of that. The front styling just here over the forward wheel arches and that is very earth-based design. Yeah. Just kind of just screams more of a sort of like Earth mode really than Cybertronian. Rolls sort of okay. I mean, this isn't tabbed together well. I've mistransformed this somehow to the point where this isn't sitting together as properly as it should do. I couldn't really care less, really one way or the other. I mean, yeah, I've not touched this figure for a number of years. I bought this 10 years ago. Orion Pax is part of the 3 and 30. The Thrilling 30 toy line, the 30th anniversary stuff. Yeah, he's all right. I mean, if you look at him head on, you can see that things aren't tabbing together as well as they should do. There's gaps on one side more than there is the other side. Do you know what? I can live with it. Let's see some of the things that Orion came with. So we'll set him to one side. He came with a an instruction booklet. Right, okay. It came with an Energon axe. Now, this is a slightly different Energon axe in the sense that it's handheld. And you can clip this to the side of his vehicle. I'll show off his attack mode in a minute. His attack mode is one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever seen. But at least it has weapon storage, so there's that. And then finally, he comes with one very, very stubby, short version of Prime's Ion Blaster. And I like this weapon. You can give this weapon to any figure you want that's got a 5mm peg, which is most of them. I normally give this to Reveal the Shield Bumblebee, actually, because for some reason it works with him fantastically. So that's him. And that you can put a gun just here. And the axe just here. On that side. And whoa, that's his attack. It's a shit attack mode, ladies and gentlemen. By anyone's standards, I mean, you just plug the axe onto the side of the vehicle. It looks like shit. It really, I'm sorry, it does. It looks like shit. So let's just take those off for the time being. And this is, yeah, Orion Pax. Now, this is based on his IDW appearance. I think there was a one-shot called Orion Pax, or it's part of the Optimus Prime storyline. I can't remember. It's been years since I read it. But this is based on his IDW design. In fact, there was a version of Megatron that was part of his IDW design that was based on his black stealth fighter jet mode. The problem is it was a deluxe like this one. And the Megatron, I got rid of it because the Megatron was dog shit. Dog shit awful is what it was. And I didn't have particularly high opinions of this when I got it either. But I'm going to see if my opinions on that have changed, because I don't mind the alt mode. I really don't. It would be nice if it would sit together properly. But all in all, I don't mind the alt mode at all. This is a slightly involved transformation in terms of taking it from vehicle to robot mode. This section that you see here, there's like a deep red and a lighter red here. This lighter red is actually pink in real life, but on the camera it's coming out as a lighter red. But yeah. And the other thing as well, these wheels don't look particularly Cybertronian either. But whatever indeed. Nice to see they decided to splash out and add a little bit of paint to the headlights just here. And obviously you've got painted grills and all that sort of shit there. Painted wheels and painting on this little bit just here.
And that's it in terms of the external details, exterior details. So taking this guy to robot mode is going to be interesting because I'm going to try and do this without the without the instructions, which could possibly be a complete disaster. So I think we start by taking these sections just up like this, and then we're going to split those just out of the way. You can go ahead and actually take the hands out now if you want. I think, why not? Fuck it, let's do that. And then we've got to separate, bring up this forward section just here, just like that, and then separate them like that, and then these will come all the way out to the edges. Bring this out to the side, and then you can collapse all of this if memory serves, although I'm not sure how. We'll come on to that later. Let's start by bringing the feet out. Now the feet on this one here are a little bit dodgy, because these ball joints that you see just here, in fact, let's try and get that to focus a little bit. There we go. The ball joints that you see here are incredibly stiff, to the point where I'm pretty sure at some stage mine are going to snap, but that's fine. Yeah, can you see that stress mark just there? I did have a pointy thing, but the pointy thing's gone. Just there, you'll see a stress mark on that. So if this breaks during this review, it won't be the first time that's ever happened. I will be annoyed though. So separate the legs. Okay, now I'm pretty sure at this stage we're supposed to start collapsing all this in. Haha, just like that, okay? And do the same on this side. Just like that. And that basically fills in the legs, which is cool. Then we're going to try... how does that work? Turn this round, maybe. There we go. And I think at this stage I'm supposed to turn the feet round. And this is where I suspect eventually these are going to die. Fucking thing. There. Do you know what? For all intents purposes, that's fine. So that's his legs done, all right? Then raise the camera up a little bit and get the light out of the way. There we go. There we go. For the next part, we want to try and bring the wheels back behind what's going to be the upper body assembly. Bring that up and over. Bring these round to the back, just like this. It's not going to be perfect, doesn't have to be. And then you need to try and start straightening everything up, which is a bit tricky. So bring the arms around, just like this. I think. Just like that. I don't know, fucking making it up as I go along. I've got no idea what I'm doing. There we are. You can see the way that's all broken up. I'm pretty sure that they're supposed to just come around like this and lock in. If memory serves, I could be entirely wrong. Let's have a look. Bring the body and clip it down. And that's supposed to clip in. There we go. Lift up the head. Say lift up the head. Something is getting stuck here. I don't know what I've done, ladies and gentlemen, but I've done something and it's fucked up. There we are. Bring the head up. Now, decent head sculpt, which we will get to in a minute. And then all I've got to do is try and get these bits to sit there. And they won't for some reason. So, fuck. I wasn't planning on this lasting this long. There we go. There's one. And that one should just plug into the bottom there. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a fuck around. An absolute fuck around. But at the same time, there, if he would focus, is Orion Pax in robot mode. And he's all right. There we are. He ain't sitting very well. And yeah, okay, so there he is. That's Orion Pax in Robot Man. I'll just give you a close up of his face. That's a decent head sculpt. I would have been nice if this red panel had like sort of folded like back on a double hinge or something, but that's not going to happen. A decent enough face sculpt. He looks like Orion Pax without, at the same time, not really looking like Orion Pax, if you see what I mean. He's got just enough Prime in him and just enough of the original G1 animation model in him to be classed as Orion Pax. At the same time, doesn't quite feel like him. But let's go ahead and give him his gun, and let's give him his Energon axe as well. The Energon axe, sadly, I will be honest with you, is very, very out of place on this figure. Let's get that up there. Focus, you motherfucker. There we are. The Energon axe is a little bit out of place. The gun, though, I will say, suits him quite well. This hollow bit just here is annoying as fuck. That's on both arms. Yeah. He's alright. He's okay for what he is. The figure has grown on me. Would be nice if it... There we are. The figure has grown on me. However, for me, he's not quite Orion Pax. I'm not sure what he's supposed to be. Decent enough design. Nice, storage of the wheels at the back. It would be nice if they sort of folded down and then just sort of came here, but whatever. The colours are decent on him. Yeah. All in all, he's not as disappointing as he was when I first got him in hand. Let's put it that way. But yeah, he could be at the same time a little bit better. Maybe if he'd have been upscaled, maybe if he'd have been a Voyager instead of a Deluxe, that might have saved him a little bit. I think maybe being a Deluxe, a slightly smaller figure, sort of hinders him a little bit. At the same time, I appreciate being a Deluxe is a smaller version of Prime, but then again, you've got Deluxe Prime, so I don't know, make of that what you will. Not a bad figure, not the best, is all I will say. Articulation wise, he's got articulation as you'd expect for a figure of this era. Waist swivels, arms do things, the head will turn around a little bit, but it's hindered by this fucking back panel just here. The legs do a variety of different things. These ball joints for these ankles though are really, really stiff, and sooner or later on my one definitely, one if not both of them are going to snap. But yeah, so that's Orion Pax, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching this review. This is Joe Gambo, also known as Wolfgang1, saying I'll be back next week with another G1 figure. I might do G1 Blaster because I've got all the parts for him, and I wouldn't mind showing him off if I have to return the parts to their rightful owner. Yeah, so thank you for watching this. Do check out the Facebook page. Check us out if you're over on Blue Sky. Do check us out over on Blue Sky. I'm probably going to be shutting my Twitter account down probably before the new year, because Twitter, or as I call it, Twatter, is just an absolute cesspit now of far right ideologies, and it's generally a horrible place to be. So if any of you are on Blue Sky, do check us out on Blue Sky. I'm on the Wolfgang1 handle there. Check out more videos on this channel. Check out the Facebook group and fucking, I don't know, stuff. Until we see each other again, thank you for watching this and take care.